You work. You work out. You go out. All at separate places. All with separate people. And all with separate costs. What happens when you connect workspaces, fitness, learning, and culture? You get community. Move beyond the common workspace to your connected place and transform the routine as a Kenect Nashville member. Dive into instant community, culture, wellness, and opportunity at Kenect Nashville.
Hey Kenect community, I'm Lauren with Solshine Wellness and welcome to your meditation session. Today we'll be going a little bit deeper with a couple of themes of the season, themes of gratitude and release. So as always, we will open up with some controlled breathing, which as we know is one of the easiest and most accessible ways and effective way to signal to our body that we're in a space where it's safe to rest and safe to relax, where we don't need to be in a fight or flight state or a stress state. So we'll open up with that controlled breathing, and from there we'll tune into our bodies as we've done before, tuning into all of the bodies, the physical body, the emotional body, the mental body, the energetic body, seeing what's being communicated to us today. And then from there, we'll tune into our heart space. And in that heart space, we'll invite any of these places in our body, meaning whether it's a repeating worry, fear, feeling of doubt, feeling of anxiousness, what have you. Inviting any of those places that are ready to be released, inviting them up through our heart space and out of the body. As we might know, our bodies actually hold on to certain worries or fears or repeating thoughts as a means of protecting us, because our bodies love us so much and their priority is for us to survive. So while some of these feelings are rather unwanted or undesirable, maybe after some time we can sit with them and give them the opportunity to release, which is what we'll be doing today. So without further ado, let's all get nice and comfortable, however that might look for you. And again, finding maybe that's a comfortable seat, maybe eyes are shut, allowing ourselves to begin to arrive in our space. Beginning to notice how the body feels. If we're seated, beginning to notice how the seat feels underneath us, how the air feels on our skin, even how the clothes feel. Beginning to welcome awareness to our space, to our body, and welcoming awareness to our breath. Noticing the flow of air in and out of our body. Feeling as we inhale, feeling our chest rise, our stomach fill. And feeling on an exhale as all of that air expels out of our body. And I'll invite in a square or box breath for our controlled breathing today. Of course, if you are pregnant, please skip this and just allow for that steady flow of breath in and out of the body, nothing forced. And for those joining along on our box breath or square breath today, how that will look is we will inhale for a count of 4. We'll hold at the top for a count of 4. We'll exhale for a count of 4. And then hold at the bottom for a count of 4. And we'll repeat this several times as we begin to allow for our bodies to arrive and allow for our minds to settle, beginning to bring us into the present. So for those joining on our square breath, beginning to inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, again, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. In. Hold. Out. Hold. 3 more. In. Hold. Out. Hold. 2 more. In. Hold. Out. Hold. Last one. In. Hold. Out. Hold. And allowing that breath to resume easy flow in and out of the body. And beginning to give permission to our body to feel a little bit more grounded in our space. Permission to our minds to feel a little bit quieter, a little more present. And beginning to tune into our bodies. Maybe starting with our physical body, scanning from head to toe, and taking note of anywhere that we might be feeling soreness, heaviness, weightedness. Simply tuning in and listening to our body and seeing what's being communicated to us. And without judgment, just taking note, feeling anywhere that might feel imbalanced. As we feel complete with our scan of our physical body, including scans of our other bodies, again, the emotional body, mental body, and energetic body, and seeing what's being communicated in those bodies today. Maybe it's a repeating thought, maybe it's a worry, a fear, feeling of doubt or anxiousness. Maybe it's just a feeling of being tired, lack of motivation. Whatever it may be, again, simply taking note. A few more breaths in this scan. And when we feel ready, turning our awareness inward to our heart space. Our loving, glowing, warm center of our being. Beginning to tune in to this heart space. And noting if it is a particular color it's showing itself. Maybe it's showing a particular color to you. Maybe it's starting to feel a little bit warmer as we give it attention. Simply tuning in to that beautiful center of our being. Our center of forgiveness, gratitude, love, compassion. And beginning to send our breath to that beautiful warm center. With each breath, feeling and envisioning our heart space growing and glowing a little bit brighter. Energetically, the heart chakra glows green. We might remember that from our last meditation together. Maybe yours is glowing green today. And tuning in to that warm, loving center of our being. Every inhale that we draw in, we follow that air down our spine and envision it bursting open through the front of our body, creating a bubble of golden light all around that heart space. Couple more breaths here, envisioning the breath entering our body, traveling down our upper spine, and bursting out our heart space, creating a golden bubble of light all around our center. Next, I invite us to tune back in and choose one of those spaces of imbalance that we found. Maybe that was a soreness, maybe it was a repeating word or scenario. Locating where that is in our body or our mind, and inviting it up to that warm, loving heart space that we just activated. Bringing that feeling, bringing that soreness, bringing that word into our loving heart space and allowing it to sit in this beautiful golden light. Taking a pause here to give ourselves gratitude, our body, our mind gratitude for having stored this, for having stored this experience, for it did so because it loves us. So thank you, body, thank you, mind, thank you for storing this for me, but I no longer need it, and I'm ready to release it out. Staying here with that experience in the heart space for as long as you'd like. And when you feel ready to allow it to release, connecting to that exhale. Allowing for your exhale to release that out of your body. And maybe that takes a few rounds. And with each round, repeating the gratitude for our body, for our mind, for having so lovingly stored this as a means to protect us, as a means for survival. And then allowing for our power of choice to choose what stays with us and choose when it's time to release. Continuing on throughout the body, finding new spaces of imbalance, new spaces of heavier energy, undesired energy, and inviting those same process up to our loving, glowing, golden, maybe green heart space, giving them a pause in gratitude before eventually allowing them to be released out of our body. Giving permission as we continue to breathe, locate, tune in, release. Giving permission to our heart space to continue to grow even brighter as it does this work. It strengthens that ability to forgive, ability to have compassion, ability to love, ability to be grateful every time we do practices like this. We'll be here for a few minutes, taking your time, identifying different places in the body, naming them if they have a name, and inviting them with love and appreciation up to our heart to be released. 1 to 2 more minutes. And if we do feel complete, continuing to breathe into that powerful heart center and giving ourselves this gift of stillness as we bask in the beautiful light of our powerful, powerful heart space. Staying here for as long as we'd like. We can always pause our video. And when we feel complete with this practice of transmutation, taking something that we don't want, that we no longer want to hold, and allowing for it to be released out and allowing for that alchemical process to happen where it was maybe a negative feeling, something not desired, and we then transmute that and create it into something we're grateful for. As we feel complete with this powerful process, I invite us to bring our hands to rest on our heart space or hovering just above it. And taking 3 deep breaths here. Giving thanks once again to our loving heart energy, giving thanks to our season of autumn, our reminders of release and gratitude, and giving thanks to ourselves for giving ourselves this gift of meditation, this gift of stillness, this gift of presence. Thank you each so much for joining and being here. Thank you.